always hell attention. Cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. No, the sky's needed a voice that finds reason to multiply people in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington, might as well be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call, that'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peep the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politic with the kings about economic growth. Cure PTSD cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to keep that faith and know that. Oh, yes, you got mine, I got your back. I know it's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust. We just got to keep that faith and know that. Oh, yes, you got mine, I got your back. I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni again hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust me, taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, but he leash. Cause I love in the streets. Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Tell my sit early. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. first carry for James Conner. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Right back to Conner here on first. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. To throw is Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Again, it's Conner. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 22. They begin the drive with Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Williams going to get it again on second down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. The Broncos at a woeful 1-12 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind in the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think it would be tough to beat this one.
So the ball moves from one 38 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well done to sniff it out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Albert Okuwebunam, the intended target. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 27, Wilson. This will be caught. Judy, touchdown. Jerry Judy, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Play action. Now it's Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, it's going to be this cold. I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Murray off play action. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown, Cardinals! From 6 yards away. And the Cardinals have moved out in front. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception? It's caught at the 10! A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's the sneak with Wilson. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the pass.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going to the outside there. Didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one. In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, it's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
But now Here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on second down, Murray. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Murray again. This is Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Connor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll look to run with Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the draw, here's Williams. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense, back-to-back they've been tackled behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to have the Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Wilson, open man, and again it's Sutton. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll get that complete to Alberto. Touchdown, Broncos. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuegbunam from 19 yards away. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Extra point good by Prater, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On second down, Williams. Down the numbers. There he goes. 30. 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And that extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. "35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now Murray. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Wilson to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw is Murray. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Denver, they finally get that elusive second win as the record moves to 2-12. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles